Ah man, my mic was off. But what's up, you? But what's up, YouTube? It's what Draco and I'm back with another video. We gonna do a Madden video because you already know I ain't do one in a minute. You hear me? Yeah. Last dude just quit, and there wasn't nothing but it was only 7-0 and he quit.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Check, check. Watch what he thought. Watch what he thought. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Elliott. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Prescott.
But he act like he can't get rid of the ball, dude.
Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Come on, dude.
Taken down. Anthony Barr coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Come on, dude. What are y'all doing?
Down he goes again. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Yes, sir.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 41 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Oh, man.
Quite the drive there to get things started.
He actually
They took
made
up the
it.
bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Thielen, 66 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bro, what is they doing, dude? But don't come on.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one
Go
off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Elliott. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Ball.
But they literally do the same play every time.
Second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yeah, I'm about to leave this game. Come on, bro.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Elliott, toss right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Sliding in.
Man, throw the ball, man. What you scared for?
He's brought down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. To throw, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
I should have stripped the ball.
It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Cousins now to throw on first down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the
second pick, dude. He's trying.
He's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A first down throw for Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track.
How many times are you going to run that same play, dude?
Stop them behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A toss to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up
bro, can you come on, dude? You running the timeout, bro. I'm about to leave.
First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Coming this way, here we go. 2.
Now Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
61, match box, right.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Cousins to throw. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Cook, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Cowboys 1-yard line.
And that is going to do it.
They just sitting here running the time out, dude.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins.
How they gonna leave this man open, dude? The heck?
We are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Wait. Alright.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the counter, Elliott. And he's upended after a gain
I'm about
of
to
2
start.
out
Oh
to
yeah,
the
I forgot.
27.
I could truck,
Another
bro.
carry, same story.
Ain't
4th
played this in
quarter,
a
and
minute.
he is in red numbers
Like,
right
I
now
ain't played
with the
this in
running
a
game.
month or so.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report.
Hey,
They got into what they were doing offensively,
I'm about
into
to
their
start giving him
mindset,
the ball.
and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dude, can't get rid of the
Anthony
ball,
Barr.
bro.
And boy, possession here turns over with the football
Hey, man.
already being in the red zone. A first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
But they some freaking trash, dude.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Kill, kill, kill.
Cousins now. And Diggs has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. Here's Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6.
That's all he's going to do is do the same play over and over. Look at trash.
Play at this point in the game. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's back to throw.
The heck no, dude.
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 10th carry now for Elliott. And we'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.